Over the last few days, we've been tracking exactly what Solana's price has been doing and preparing for the moment that we're at right now. I do believe that this is Solana's moment of truth for this move that we're in, and I want to give you guys an update on exactly what I'm seeing and how I'm feeling. And so with that in mind, let's not waste any more time and let's get straight into the video. Now, just a quick recap, of course, you guys know we have been doing a very good job of being prepared for Solana's moves, right? Not saying we're predicting their moves, but saying we're preparing for their moves because we're giving the balance and counterbalances. What we, of course, have been talking about was the fact that we were doing a ton of buying down here and right here and right here, all over these DCA signals from my company's indicator, right? My company's indicator just sending me text messages. Look, this is a good time to buy, good time to buy, good time to buy, good time to buy, good time to buy. And of course, as this did play out, we did build up some support and continue upwards, just like my company's indicator did back here before this move, right? And so because of that, as we were starting to get that momentum, I told you all, listen, there is a decent sized chance that we do get a breakout here. I said it's about a 70% chance that we break to the upside, 30% chance that we break to the downside. So we prepared for the upside option. Now, I told you all what I was going to do is that the first step I was going to do is to, of course, buy as we did get the breakout to the upside from this descending resistance. But then eventually I said, you know what, let's just call it $175. I said if we break 175, that's really the confirmation for me that we are getting now a breakout. I told you all then once that happened that my guess was that we would see Solana's price come back up to retest this previous high, and that I wouldn't be buying until we were able to clearly surpass that previous high, right? Once we were clearly capable of establishing a new higher high on more of a mid to macro time frame, that would be the moment in which I would be looking to buy a little bit more, or maybe even add in a long trade expecting a continuation back up towards 225 to 230. Okay, so now you're all caught up. That's what's been going on. So now I'm sure you can assume why I'm saying that this is the moment of truth. What we can see here is that Solana is now directly sitting at this point that we stated. We said $195 to $200 was going to be a crucial level, and you can see this is where we are starting to slow down a little bit, right? We saw Solana's price make this run to the upside and kind of cool down. Now we have Fibonacci extended back up to the upside again, but we are cooling down again. And so what I wanted to just give you a quick update on was that you need to be watching pretty goddamn close right now, okay? If we do see Solana's price start to roll here, I wouldn't shock me in the slightest to see its price come back down as low as like $185 for some type of like mid-channel support establishment. Come back down, find some support here, find some support like we did here, find some support like we did here, accumulation here, right? These little things. So it wouldn't shock me to see a little bit of a pullback. You know, that wouldn't really surprise me at all. But at the end of the day, that's not me saying that I think it's going to happen. It's just that right now you need to watch very closely. Personally, I would not be buying at this point. I just don't think it's a good idea. I don't like buying directly under resistance levels. I just don't think that's the best idea because you know this level right here, this little zone, is going to actively try to push the price down. So why not just buy a little bit higher, you know, lose a little bit of gains with a lot more of a quote unquote guarantee that the price will continue upwards than trying to get a little bit more gains by risking buying right here before the price could still get rejected to the downside, right? Does that make sense? And so again, yes, we still do have a couple steps to take before I am doing any more buying. What I first need to see is we can clear this previous point of resistance and stay there, right? We've not really done that yet. Yes, we've gotten some higher highs, but we're not really staying there. We're not showing that this is an active, clear breakout of this previous level around $195. Then on top of that, what you also have to remember is that if you go on with your Fibonacci's, okay, let's go swing high all the way down to swing low. What you can see is that then we're sitting, you know, roughly with the $199 or the $200 level serving as the 786 level on top of this massive 618 to 786 Fibonacci range, right? And so knowing that we have this type of resistance here, we have this structural resistance, Fibonacci resistance, overall psychological resistance at $200, people knowing that's just a nice number, right? Those types of things I'm not buying right now. I just don't think it's a good idea. I would rather sacrifice a little bit of growth and then buy once we do clear 200 and show clearly that we are ready to continue that move upwards. I'll happily sacrifice 4 to 5% gains to increase my likelihood of seeing gains by 30 to 40%, if that makes sense. So like I said right now, it's the moment of truth. Watch very closely. Can we work our way back up to 200? Personally, again, I'm not doing any buying. I'm quite simply just waiting. If its price does start to fall back to the downside, I might do a little bit more buying, right? If we come back down to, you know, 185 or something, I might do a little bit of accumulating there. And I do believe my company's indicator would start flashing on that overextension to the downside. And so, yeah, that may be a good time to buy. Guys, also don't forget, you guys seen the work that the indicator does. You can get a 30-day money back guarantee right now with the link down below. Again, we designed it, back tested it for over a year, so you can see that it does work. And I mean, Solana's chart alone tells you that. And then also you will get 20% off for life. So again, go check that out. Let me know what you think. It can send you messages just letting you know, hey, it's a good time to buy and it's a good time to sell some of your favorite cryptos. But overall, like I mentioned before, I mean, this is the moment of truth. This is the point in time where I would be the most cautious. This is the point in time where I think that the potential to the upside is the most high, because if we do break break 200, you know, my price prediction still does stand, that I think that opens up the door for a move to 225 and even further, possibly up to $246. So overall, I just again wanted to drop you a quick update. I know you guys do like to stay as up to date as possible, and if that is the case, you can always do that by subscribing to the channel, liking this video, and turning on notifications so you will get more people to see this video and you will increase your likelihood of seeing the next video. But overall, of course, I hope you guys did enjoy again, and I can't wait to see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.